So, our first stop off is Uru. There is the fifth D unit in Uru. Little dragon behind us there is doing a few little spins. Spin! Yeah, and if you remember guys, there is a box just here, hanging from this parasol thing, that we couldn't break last time we were here. And there's our 5th D unit. Oop, no, silly thing. Right, now then, we want to go to our world map and pick up the very, very last of the D units, which also happens to be the very, very first of the D units. Yeah, and it's all the way back here at the above the excavation site zone, the very first area of the game. But when we first came here, we couldn't actually access it, because what you got to do is you got to come back after you've completed this zone, and you can then find it, which is quite bizarre, really. It did cause me a few headaches. You can make your little dragon do little flips. Before, you see, we couldn't access these birds, which now take us on some sort of mad rampage around the valley. Yeah, this isn't me controlling it. This is just these birds kind of going, "Ah! Dragon! Run away!" My dragon's like, "No, I want to follow you!" Anytime now, guys. Yeah. And eventually they lead us to this little secret passage here, you see, which you can't find without accessing them. We found Konana's Nest. And here at Konana's Nest, we have an ambrosia. We also have the final D unit, Dragon Evolution. Yeah, so this, guys, is the Lightwing. Looks kind of weird, don't you think? It's only got one very large foot that kind of dangles behind it, like, I'm not going to say. And a weird little fan-like tail thing. And interestingly enough, guys, if you go to the morph screen, you can no longer morph it. It loses its ability to morph into different dragons. But, at the same time, as you see there, its type is listed as Ultimate, not Base, anymore. Because usually when you have all your stats equal, it's considered a base form. Now it's an ultimate form, and what that means is that all of the special abilities that the 5 different forms of the dragon have, like when you have 3 bars charged, the basic wing will recover health, the spiritual wing will recover BP points, etc, etc. This one will do all of them at the same time. So if you have 3 bars charged with this guy, He regenerates health, he regenerates BP, he automatically counterattacks his bars. Fill faster? I don't know how that one works. And his defense power increases slowly. And he also has access to all 5 of the extra class berserks without having to morph, which is pretty cool, I guess. But quite honestly, guys, I've never liked this guy, because whilst he's got all the advantages of all the different classes, he doesn't have the added advantages. So he doesn't have boosted attack power or boosted spiritual power when you morph him, and he doesn't move as quickly. He moves like a regular base wing. So honestly, I prefer to have a morph mode. So what we're going to do now, guys, is go and get our next secret. That was the first one. It's not too bad to find. Actually, we're going to make a quick stop off in the Garrel Desert on the way, because there's a little something here that we can now get. In the worm lair. Now, you guys might remember, as you can see, his wings all glowy as well. Here in the center there is a ship, which we couldn't break before, because now that we've got the light wing, we have 6 laser ranks. I hope nothing bad happens. How could something bad happen? So as you can see at the bottom there, our laser rank is completely full. So now we can enter this ship. And we found the sunken ship passage. Yeah. And just around this corner is a plasma swarm, which is the final extra class berserk. So I think we're only missing 2 berserks now, guys. The final defensive one and the final spiritual one, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think those are the only 2 we're missing now. But we'll pick those up very shortly, so I wouldn't worry about that. Now we can leave this area, because there's nothing else for us to do here, and make a quick stop off at in the valley. As you might also remember, back in the valley there were a load of things we couldn't destroy either. God's stupid dog barking outside. Oh, looky, we've got a fight with a light wing in the valley. Aw, dudes. I'm just gonna sit here and just kind of laugh at them, because they're gonna do like 1 damage to me. Look at it. Look at that. So, let's see what happens when we get 3 bars charged with this guy. See if everything happens. Yep, he was recharging health there, you see. And we should now counterattack. Yep, there we go. Ba-doom! Good fight. 19 experience. I would have laughed if that had actually leveled us up, guys. That would have been amusing. I just leveled up from some Patagos. Yeah, like I said, this guy has all of the advantages, but he doesn't have the individual advantages. But now we can blow these fans out of the water. Oh, we got some Coolia dung. How charming. In that particular case, the shit really had hit the fan. Oh, Oh god, I can't believe I did make that joke. Actually, knowing me and jokes, yes, I can believe I made that joke. I'm just so against the the concept of newness. We got a fan, an Alberalta something or other fan. Wanton destruction. Oh, we got a tri-blast chip. Nice. Two more to go. I can't actually remember which of these have items in and which don't. So now, let's carry on, guys. Our next destination is the caravan. And we want to go and talk to this guy here.
バイカから話は聞いたよ。あんたは息子の命の恩人だ。お礼にこれを受け取ってほしい。このキャラバンで一番高価なものだ。
So yay, he's given us a free Berserk Vampire because we found the Tubby Thomas Stone and sold it and saved Enkak's life. And now he wants to say, "Oh, thank you very much for saving my son." Yeah, you're welcome. Now give me your goods and let's go. So, this is the final area that we have to go to. We don't have to go under the forest, thankfully. We can fly across the top now. Glide dragons! Those of you familiar with the original Panzer Dragoon game will recognize these guys. Aw, man. You noticed our lasers are all multicolored and blue and purpley now as well. That's quite cool. Where are we now, huh? I think those special enemies that are in the forest crop up in certain locations only. So I'm going to try and get a fight with one of them, guys, because some of them are quite cool. I think one of them is right here. Yeah. So I'm just going to kind of dance around on the spot for a little bit, see if I can't get a fight. But the game's going to rebel against me now. When I start looking for random battles, it isn't going to give me any. Doesn't it just love me? Yeah, I love you too, game. Come on. Stop being annoying. Ah, here's one, guys. The Gulia Hunter. Haha. Hey, But yeah, you guys might remember this guy from Panzer Dragoon Saga, because these are the two bosses that appeared in the forest level. Oh, so close. How dare! Shooting your light waves at me. Yeah, take that. Oh, what's this good fight, Malarkey? Ooh, nice one. Dragon Phoenix. That is the final spiritual class berserk. And I might as well show you guys Ghoulia Tracker. There he is. Ghoulia Trackers are similar to Ghoulia Hunters, but instead of bounding through the forest, they fly above the trees and search for victims. Light wave and bioplasma. Right, let's carry on. See if I can't find one of these Ghoulia Hunters for you. Is they're the other kind of rare enemy that there is around here. I might come back to that later. For now, we just gotta keep heading north. Ah, there it is. See the little blue thing here? This is just below where we fought the Gurgorig. Now we got a Villatuya fruit. And that, if you now notice, the 4th speed bar has gone clear and our speed gauge has turned yellow. So now when we perform a roll, we can access 4th speed. Haha! We're fast super dragon. Meow. So now what we're going to do is head under the forest here. So this is the new little zone. Forest Zoa Red Ruins. And yeah, so we are now beyond the door that was blocking our entrance previously. So now what we got to do is explore this whole area because there's loads of MacGubbins to find here. You might notice that the music is also the same as that in the desert. Now we've got to find 4 of these little explodey things, which will be around the outsides. shell. Yeah, this area is pretty darn big. But that's 2 we've found. Got a Ghoulia Fang. Lots of Ghoulia bits. Berserk Maxis. As you can see, this area is massive. This particular section. It's insanely huge. Ah, there's another one of those. That's the 3rd one. So we just need another one. Open up all of the doors. Ah, the 4th speed is messing me up. That's what happens when you drink and drive, or eat fruit and drive, or some. Stop! No, what? I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Ghoulia tail. We've almost got all of the pieces we need to make our very own Ghoulia now. Ghoulia, or however you want to pronounce it for any kind of reason. There we go. There's the final one. Finally. That should be almost the whole area, apart from a little bit down here explored. And then we can go into the center. Bone Slasher. Yeah. Slashers of bones. And Ghoulia Pod. Yeah. Right, so now we can head on into the center of this zone, and what do we find here? A massive building thing that is split into a load of different sections here, so we can now go through the doors. Ah! I think we've seen this somewhere before. That's it. It's the same statue that was in the desert. Yeah, this is a curious little addition to the game, because you might start thinking, oh, right, so maybe I can try destroying a few of these and see what happens. So we're going to go around here, access this one, and pop in here, and destroy this one. And then you see, you get these big ass ruins rising out of the ground. And they look familiar as well, don't they? Yeah, it's the same as in the desert. But funnily enough, they don't mean a thing, because we'll go into them now and I'll show you exactly what happens. We come out in the blue ruins! A nighttime. But there's absolutely no point in being here at this time because there is absolutely nothing special about this zone at all. It's just completely pointless. And we come back here in the ruins. Well, isn't that interesting? My theory is that it was going to be some sort of special, like some sort of secret that they never actually implemented in the game. That's all that I can think of, because there really is no other point to it. But this is what we want here, guys. And us and the baby dragon come together to form the Solo Wing. Model change. Sestrit now faces winged death. Yes, I will quickly show you the Solo Wing. It is basically the blue dragon from Panzer Dragoon. Yeah, that's what it looked like. And all of its morphs, I believe that was a morph from Panzer Dragoon Saga. I think it's called the Brigadier Wing as the attack form, and the spiritual wing looks exactly like the Black Dragon from Panzer Dragoon. And then if I go for the other ones, I think that was... In fact, I'm not actually sure what that dragon is. But if we go to agility, it's the Skydart class from Panzer Dragoon Saga, which looks kind of cool, I think. I like that. But yeah, so that, in a nutshell, is the... So I'm going to have an attack, agility, kind of Skydart Brigadier Wing, Malaki. There we go. Grr. So yeah, that's the basics. Now we have all of the dragons that we could possibly want. And whoop-de-doo. That's all of the secrets that we need to pick up as well, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and head back to the camp, and I will see you guys in the next part of this playthrough, where we take on the tower for the second, or is it third, but very last time. So, until then, see you later.